Wanderers, welcome to today's episode. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Velpen Trucking and Disposal. It has been a long winter, and there is a real good chance that you've acquired a bunch of junk that you don't need. Instead of allowing that junk to pile up, go ahead and call Velpen Trucking and Disposal and get you a roll-off container for some good old-fashioned spring cleaning. A common question is, what size of roll-off container do I need? A common answer is, how much junk did you acquire? Velpen has 20, 30, and 40 cubic yard containers for you to fill up. Convenient drop-off and pick-up. Give Velpen Trucking and Disposal a call today, 812-354-3280, or check them out online and just search Velpen Trucking and Disposal.
The Wondering Dutchmen Podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen Podcast, coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wondering Dutchmen Podcast, coming to you from an open-aired Smoker's Lounge here at the new table, the new chairs, the old mic stands. My gosh, something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. We are brought to you today by Velpen Trucking and Disposal. Happy Friday to you as you listen to this. For those of you that are part of the early morning club, we hope you have a wonderful day. For those of you who are catching us on your Friday morning at work, we hope it works out well for you. And those of you watching any other time, well, these Friday well wishes extend to whenever you're listening. As we jump back into it today, hopefully you enjoyed the other episode this week on Wednesday. As always, joined by these two handsome devils. One's got peanut butter pretzels in his front pocket.
And his peanut butter pretzels in a pistachio pocket.
Say that 3 times fast.
Pal.
Go ahead, crunch into the mic a little bit.
Patsy.
Brother Dave, what are we looking forward to? Anything going on? Do we have some big plans coming up? What's going on in your world as we move forward?
Well, in real time, I'm going to be going to the first. Did we talk about the St. Henry steak supper? Yeah, we said supper. So looking forward to that in real time. In future time, I don't know. It's going to be, Marchish.
This is the Friday before spring break, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, yes.
Yep, not doing much for spring break here at the Smoker household. Just working.
You're not.
Yeah, but neither the kids or the missus. I don't think.
No.
I mean, they might, but nothing like vacationing. Just low-key, week at home.
Yeah.
Hopefully building a new pool here soon. It's got to happen. In real time, there's still a pool standing. In podcast time, I don't know. It might be collapsed and washed out. We'll see.
That could happen.
There's still quite a bit of water up there.
Quite a bit of water down there, though, too.
We probably ought to start pumping that.
Well, I don't want it to be too light and blow away into the highway, and then I got a liability issue.
It's possible.
Touche.
That is possible.
Yeah, riding the knife edge there.
Pool ownership comes with great responsibility.
It does. Good thing I got broad shoulders.
2/3 of the podcast here have pools.
Mm-hmm. 1/3 has a hot tub.
Well, that's true. That is true. Now, I don't know how I feel about spring, summer hot tub sitting. Winter, it was perfect.
No, I did some hot tub sitting in real time 2 days ago, and it was on point.
Not in my hot tub.
No. Neighborhood hot tub.
Oh, you guys have a neighborhood hot tub?
Duh, they have a neighborhood everything.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess on 1025, we just go to work and take care of responsibilities.
Got to do what we got to do.
Yeah, we don't live as high on the hog up here. It is what it is, though. I mean, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for me, too.
Now, did you wear clothes in this hot tub?
Yep, undies and swim trunks. Borrowed swim trunks.
Did you feel the need to double
Really?
protect?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was just like a impromptu.
Yep. And I didn't want to like change down to my skivvies in front of a bunch of folks on a porch. So I just passed my skivvies, I should say. So I just threw the swimming britches on top.
Now, here's another question. Like, how many people were in this hot tub?
6.
Oh, my gosh.
Was this a new, brand new unit that was purchased?
That day.
From?
I don't know. I was told that information, but I'd had a few, so I don't remember. One of the 6 was Wild Bill, though. So 5 1/4.
Yeah. I mean, Wild Bill's, he's a man, but not man size yet.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, that is possible.
Didn't displace much water.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Mm.
Even that little 3-personer I got, there's some water disbursement.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
It's a good physics lesson.
Yeah.
Or fluid
dynamics.
Yep. And some of my engineer colleagues from the UE days would talk about that. Thermodynamics, fluid dynamics.
Lots of dynamical talking.
If you get above Calc 1 to the Calc 2, 3, and 4, like, I don't need to know that stuff.
Yeah, it's for losers.
Well, nerds. They got computer programs for all that now.
That's right.
Or I think they do. So, what about you, big fella?
Nothing.
Oh. Packy PB pretzel there?
Yeah, I got a big old dippy in there.
Put in a good dip, crack a cold one.
No, I don't really have much.
I'll be damned.
It's unusual.
Yeah.
Just not feeling insightful?
No.
Okay.
That's all we need. Yeah.
In future time, first exam for MBA marketing will have occurred. So we'll see how that goes. Really, semester's been kind of weird. Not a ton of busy work, but it kind of picks up. Big group project guy, which...
Good grief.
That's what it was. That was the deal.
Put your name on that chair, because I don't want to sit in that. Wild Bill's going to plop into that chair. That odor's going to come up through the phone.
Well, good news is it's fake leather, so it ought to just repel right off.
There you go. I'm happy for you on that one. But yeah, we got the first exam coming up. Get this class done. We got 3 more. Then, I don't know. The world is my oyster.
Yeah, shuck it.
Who do you think came up with that phrase?
I don't know. Somebody, really felt like they had to dick it on oysters, I guess.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
Oh, you had to bring up the garden again that I didn't get tilled last fall.
Nothing's NFH.
Yeah. That's true.
You're a first-time farmer. No big deal.
That is true. It is. It all works out well. But, hey, let's not delay any longer. Let's jump into it. Before we do, our buddies over at Hopf Outdoor Power, here's the thing. They're busy right now.
Super busy.
But they're not that busy. They still got time to talk to you about purchasing one of them new lawn cutting units.
That's right.
Bode's. The month of March is the start to mowing season. Don't fret that the upcoming season is upon us. Look out into your garage, your shed, or your barn. That mower has cut its last blade of grass. Good news is, Hopf Outdoor Power has got you covered. For the month of March, they are running a 20% off new Cub Cadet Pro Series mowers. For those in the back, let me repeat, 20% off. Hopf Outdoor Power also has a great selection of used mowers as well. Don't wait till you can't see your front door from the sidewalk. Call the boys today.
All right, big fella, what you got?
Well, I guess I better start liking hats.
Oh. You don't like them before?
I'm not much of a hat guy.
No, you've always let the lettuce fly.
I have never worn a hat on this podcast.
Truth.
No.
I've maybe once, twice,
Orange hat.
Handful of times.
maybe
Orange hat
5
brigade.
tops.
I believe you wore the Merkley hat a couple times because they were big head hats.
Yeah, those are great hats.
Yeah. I'm balding real bad.
Where at?
Up front here.
On his head.
I wouldn't say it's balding. That's just receding hairline.
No, it's thinning out.
Oh, that
pretty
is
hard.
thin up there.
Yeah, it's thinning out
Oh,
pretty hard.
goodness. Are you going to go to Turkey and get implants?
Who?
Turkey.
No.
Get implants.
Where? Why Turkey?
I don't know. That's just where everybody goes to get hair implants. Guess it's cheap over there.
Who's everybody?
Folks to get hair implants.
Bingo. I think it's cheaper. You can make the flight to Turkey and back, and get.
And they make good shotguns.
Well, it's true.
In Turkey.
And cigarettes.
Yeah, the Camel Turkish Royals.
Are they really from Turkey, or are they made in Kentucky?
They're probably made in Kentucky from hair follicles of Turkish people.
Oh. So each Turkish cigarette has a little bit of turkey in it.
Yeah, a little bit of
There's
DNA.
hair and cigarettes.
I don't know, maybe.
I always heard of Native American hair tampons.
Really?
Yeah.
What
They
is
talked
that?
about those on
Extra absorbent or something?
South Park one time.
I'll be down.
Oh, South Park.
Yeah.
Factually correct.
No, I don't know. I just been noticing lately in the shower. I'm the only one that showers downstairs
Yeah,
in the basement.
for now.
For now. And there's been like a little, for lack of a better word, woolly booger on the drain in the tub.
So you're really losing it. That could be back hair, though, too.
No, it ain't.
Oh.
It ain't back hair, and it ain't ass hair.
How long a hair is it?
Is Max maybe trimming his ball hair down there?
Well, he don't shower down there.
Oh.
You think there's
He
any
ain't got no
chance your
ball
kids
hair to
could be
shave.
screwing with you?
Mm.
Think there's any chance your family could be screwing with you and just throwing hair in the drain?
Implanting hair, you think?
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
And then the other day, I was on my way home from work, and I had the sunroof open.
Ooh.
Wind in your follicle.
Yeah, and I was looking at the reflection in the rear view,
Uh-oh. That's when you noticed it.
and you could literally count the fucking things. Like you
Oh,
could
boy.
count them. Like it's thin. It's real thin.
That's when I first noticed.
I know my widow's peak is really starting to creep back, like my 5, 6, 7 head back here. Like
Mhm.
they're really getting deep. But the stuff that's left up front is
Yeah.
just thinning by the minute.
And that's not male pattern baldness, so there's not much you can do for it. Because male pattern baldness is back here, right?
I don't have a clue.
I think that's true.
What kind of baldness did you have?
Just going bald.
Yeah.
Mine started. So you mentioned your story, how you first noticed it. My first notice of it, I went to the barber, and it was a little lighter in an area up front that should have been dark. And I asked the barber, like, "Did you cut it a little short there?" "No, brother, you're losing your hair." "Cool, thank you." And then it just grew from there.
Or it didn't.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, my balding problem
yeah.
grew from there. But it is what it is. It started out there, and then I started to get this. But if I would let my hair grow, like I could still have not a great head of lettuce, but if I let it grow long, you probably wouldn't know too much of a. Yeah, I can't even lie about it
No,
anymore.
you got these 2 big patches right up front.
Yeah.
Because I noticed earlier
Little island.
when you took your hat off in between the break there, it's been a few days since you shaved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, in real time, I'm back to work, but in podcast time, I've been on PTO. But I've kind of, like, when I first started shaving my head, I was this, like, gung-ho everyday guy. And now I hit it maybe twice a week.
So ever think about naring it?
No. It sounds terrible.
I knew a buddy that did that on his nutsack, and it was not good.
Burns.
Yeah.
Probably. That's awful thin skin down there.
It had like a extreme reaction to it.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. No, have you ever used Nair before?
Mm-mm.
Have you?
No.
So I was going on spring break with the lady I dated in college, and I didn't have like a full woolly back, but she was like, "Hey, you gonna do anything about that back hair? Because we're gonna be on the beach." And I was like, "Didn't think of it." So, I nared my back, and it was the worst experience of my life.
Wipe me down.
Yeah. So it
Who'd you pay to do that?
Well, living in a fraternity house, a couple beers goes a long way in exchange for things.
No.
So
boy.
that's how it worked out.
Okay.
Like we drank beer and nared my back. It sounds a lot bad, like a lot worse as I said. it out
That's
loud.
awful.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's probably just as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, it is terrible. But no, that's when you start going bald. So like when I was doing some of my outdoor choring this week, I went bandana style just to get a little
Boy.
sun up there
Yeah.
because it's very important, but you don't want to burn up there because your first bald-headed sunburn will be the worst experience of your life. Like nothing hurts worse than a bald
Even
head.
worse than the back near.
Oh yeah, this by far. When I burned my head that few years ago, it'd be 5 this year. That's wild to think that I've been, bald headed for 4 or 5 years now. But that sunburn is the worst. And
How
then
old's your
when
oldest? 7?
yeah.
Okay, so your oldest knew you with hair.
Well, I mean, would have been super young. She doesn't remember me having hair.
Okay.
She'll see pictures and be like, "Oh, Dad has hair."
Can you grow like a comb over?
Yeah, I could do a comb over because that's what I did for a long time. Before I finally shaved it, I would just comb it over, and then I was like, "This looks stupid. Like this looks dumb." And I'm always messing with my hair. I'm unattractive. I'm fat. I married a woman that's way out of my league. Why not try to get some of the power back?
There you go.
Get a good, strong beard, bald head. Like you can't go wrong with that combo.
Right. You look good, Pat.
And it's been good.
I'll give you. How much money you want to throw at him?
I feel like it's always more than you probably got in your pocket.
Yeah.
Do you have any more?
No.
So you don't
No
even
more
have
tip.
That was a nice tip, Pat, you had there.
tip.
I just had DEI training today, and I'm pretty sure that we would all be in HR if we had HR.
DEI training.
Mhm.
Yeah. The
Oh, yeah, the
TWD
text messages we send each other are e-harassment for sure.
e-harassment is a real thing.
Yeah, and that little tip, Pat, you did there, that would land you right in HR clink. Air dicking? Can't talk about air dicking.
I'll give you $150 to shave your beard off.
No, it's not enough.
I wouldn't think so, yeah.
No, I mean like 150 is my part.
I
Built this big table. I ain't paying shit.
and he's got a pool to fix.
Yeah.
No, there's no amount.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody, and I'm going to look at the camera for this. If somebody with deep pockets that would write a certain check amount that would go to a worthy cause, I would consider
$1 million.
I would consider it, but unlikely. Now I will
shave
say,
your beard for $1 million.
oh yeah, hands down. I will say though, when I let my beard grow this winter, that got too long.
It was awful woolly.
Yeah, it got too long, and it just like when you had to like pull your like beard because you couldn't get it through the shirt hole.
Yeah.
That was too long.
I'm starting to get that length with my mustache.
It looks good. I've started to notice. You talked about gray whiskers a few episodes ago. I'm starting to notice a little bit more salt getting into the pepper. I think Janelle's going to really have a hard time on her hands when I turn into this like old silver fox. They're going to think I got money, and boy, they're going to be disappointed.
Well, unless they're just using you to get to your wife.
Well, that's true. It's a good possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, she's aging like a fine.
Who would do that?
They're fine.
Go after my wife?
Mhm.
There's a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully there's not. It's kind of awkward to talk about.
Yeah, that is a weird one.
Somebody else approaching your wife.
Unless she was hot. The approachee.
Oh,
Wow.
thought he said you were talking about your wife.
My wife is a smoke show.
Wow, what a dick.
That's what she said.
I don't know that. Good try. So what kind of hat you going to start going with?
I like
Fedora?
I like the fedora.
Can you imagine driving through the city? You see that big bear paw reach out of the truck and he's got a high vis fedora on.
I was thinking more of like one of those 10-gallon.
Bucket hats?
Yeah, those big old Burt Reynolds go to hell looking bastards that they wear, like the Arby's sign. You know what I'm talking about?
Big old cowboy hat.
That'd be good. That would be put a feather.
No,
would you put a feather in it?
Yeah.
Maybe
no,
the welding caps that look like bandanas.
No.
Look like a little peckers
No.
sticking out of your shirt with a little
No.
mustache.
I'm out. I'm out.
I think it'd be good for you.
I like those branded bills.
Yeah.
Those are really nice.
Well, when we get that certain line ready to go, that's going to be one of them.
See, I just sweat so much. Like, I like wearing a hat, but I just sweat like a whore in church.
In a 100%, like a day, 24 hours, give me a percentage of the day that you are actively sweating?
24 hours. That's including sleep.
Yes, because we all know
Sleep
you have
is
a night.
probably the worst. Yeah. I'd say 78% of the day I'm sweating.
Gross.
Like I sweat in the shower. It's fucking wild. It is wild.
How do you not stink?
I don't know. Like if I get nervous, if I got nervous sweats, like I feel like you could smell me from a mile away. And then I get nervous about being smelled from a mile away. And then it gets worse.
What do you smell like? Burger King?
No, it's like,
Onions?
no, I can't explain it.
Like nut sweat? How it's got
No.
that
Bush
ball
Light?
bag sweat?
There's
that
not
fear
there's
sweat
not
smell.
a smell. Like it's just nervous Dave smell. I
Now,
don't know.
are you in a
Kentucky
cube farm?
stank dick.
Are you in a cube farm?
No, I was. I've got an office.
Oh.
Oh.
So the cube
So
farm,
it really smells like asshole when you're getting that bad.
how often do you keep the door open in your office to make sure the air circulates?
All the time. I
I
don't.
say the boss walks in, he's like,
What the
Dave, bitch.
No, my door's always open unless I'm having like somebody in there.
It's the last time you washed your ass, you sweaty.
I don't get the nervous sweats so much anymore. Used to happen a lot more, but I don't get too nervous about too much. Not at work anyway.
I don't know. I don't know.
I will I'll muster up a good stank after like a long day of sweating.
Yeah.
Asphalt, like when we're doing asphalt, you got diesel fuel. The mix is 350 degrees, so it's hot. You're sweating because it's hot outside. So yeah, you just smell like a big, diesel fuel pile of shit.
Well, that'll happen.
No.
That will happen on those big jobs. I will say that I'm very self-conscious about sweating because I switched to the aluminum-free deodorant style.
Oh,
And it's not, you used to put on some of that 48-hour degree,
lasts like
And-
12 minutes.
not have to worry about it.
Oh,
But
yeah, I've
now,
done
like
that.
with this other stuff, because like today, in real time, I did some shoveling a rock and some
Oh,
different
yeah.
work. And then from there, had lunch with Papa Frank. We went to the Legion for lunch. They had shrimp po' boys today.
Nice.
One of my favorite sandwiches, by the way. We can talk about that some other time. And then baseball right away, plus running over to our friends at DuBois County Tire and Supply for some new treads for Lady Tank. And I feel very like I'm glad you've got the windows open because I feel self-conscious that I know I stink. But, with the air moving,
Yeah, it's
not as
good.
bad.
You just gotta
I'll be the judge.
Come smell me anytime you want, big guy.
take a sniff.
All right.
Yeah. But the dangerous thing about office living, especially when you have an office, like if you let a fart rip, you got to be really careful about that.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm always afraid somebody will walk in about that right time, and
You hold in your farts till you go outside.
don't fart shame me, but
Is that what you do?
like I'll take a little walkabout.
You let them slowly rip as you go through the cube farm, as you fart on those pores.
No. I'll just time it timed well with the bathroom break or something.
Dave clenches cheeks to run out of his office to fart.
I worked for a guy that had big office, and
BDE, huh?
yeah, he's big fried chicken guy, and you could walk in the front lobby sometimes like, well, this, I'm going back outside.
Ooh,
That's no place to be.
that's tough. And everybody knows it's him.
Well, yeah, he's the only one up there.
That's tough.
You think whenever Dave walks through the farm and all the other people that are still in the farm are like, hey, you remember me?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Dave.
What's it like up
I
there?
mean,
big
I'm
guy?
like
You know
farm
what he-
adjacent.
You know what he
Like-
does? Oh, it's what I do to those mall people that try to rub those like lotions on you. Oh, hey, I got a phone call. Yeah. And then you're not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
That's what Dave does.
No, instead he just crop dusts all them poor as he's going to this break.
And then they send out a quick Teams message if you use Microsoft. Be like, Dave's walking through the cube farm just ripping ass again. What a jerk. Obviously,
hope
they didn't.
not.
Remember when he used to be one of us?
Yeah, you remember when Dave was cool and not a
Yeah.
nerd? Now he's white collar. A loser.
No, he's
No
up
way.
top.
No way.
He just
No, he's
farts
up
on
front.
us now. Hope he shits his pants.
Loser.
Hey, speaking of shit in your pants, is toilet paper really that expensive? Like when you go to businesses and other places. So I had an experience the other day. Getting ready for the gym. It was leg day. And I felt like I needed to get this taken care of because I didn't think.
Oh, you didn't want to squat and have the bad thing happen.
Yeah. And it was a toilet paper that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
Like wax paper or baking paper.
It just wasn't good.
Parchment.
Parchment paper.
Single ply parchment.
Somebody making cookies. But you know what I mean? Like, why do businesses not invest just a smidge more on the TP?
We had a little bit of a shortage as of late, and we had to have one of our younger team members do some Black Ops recon, and he went up to a particular establishment and acquired some toilet paper within the company. Not like he didn't go to like dollar store and steal a brick, but like he had went to another centrally located hub of
Maybe where there's more public traffic.
city activities and acquired a few rolls.
So-
But it was like the same stuff that everybody. I just wonder if it's like a thing where like everybody in the area uses like the same supplier.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what I
gotta
mean?
be.
I don't know. I feel like at work, our TP, like it has a printed pattern. You know,
Oh.
like it's not just the parchment
How would
paper.
you know?
Yeah, you're not a away turf shitter.
No. I've said that after about year 6 or 7, I was comfortable enough to, I've got 2 or 3 different spots that I'm.
Now, he doesn't use the same shitters as those in the cube farm, though.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. They're all centrally located.
Oh.
So there's
Well, how many different spots do you have the potential shit in?
like in the whole plant.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here.
Well, there's a corner.
I believe we got 5 options in the big plant and 1 in the other.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let me do.
It's a lot of spots for.
So I got 3 that I'll.
We have one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a 3-holer, a 2-holer, a 1-holer, a 4-holer, not counting urinals, and then another 2-holer.
Yeah, well, I only shit in one
That's
big
real.
stall, one handicap stall in the men's locker room is where I shit. And I usually am the only one that shits in there unless the small one's full and somebody has to overflow.
I don't like race car shitting, like where you're side by side. It just fucks with me.
Well, guess what? There's some guys that I work with that strive for it.
Like they wait, they
Yeah.
time it out.
Yes, and it drives me nuts.
That's a wild thing.
Like those things, your knees are touching the wall a lot of time, like if you're sitting there comfortable, like, and that means that you're only a half-inch away from touching some other fellers, like potentially like bare knee, just bearing down and, doing work. And it's just like, man, there's somebody way in my personal bubble right now. And I don't like it.
I don't think about it.
Oh, I do.
I love it because you'll see people from certain departments that will clearly walk to the other side of the building, not even close to their neck of the woods, to use the shitter, and I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
Because they're just,
No, I've got a favorite shitter. I'll check it 2 or 3 times, and like, I don't know. I'm starting to think it's something with
check it.
barometric pressure, because some days I ain't got a shit at all, and it's nobody's ever in there. And then days I gotta go, somebody's always in there. I'm like, what in the hell's going on? So it makes me think it's something with like the pressure of the system, because everybody.
How many holes is this bathroom?
2 shitters in a urinal is my main one.
That's kind of close quarters, anyways. There.
Yeah, then the secondary one is 1 shitter and 1 urinal, and then the third ranking one is 2 shitters and 4 urinals. Then the 5th is 1 and 1, and the 6th is 3 and 2.
What I don't. It's funny. and this is going a little bit off topic, but I think people's cell phone use at work on the shitter is getting out of control.
I can't. I'm in there and I'm out of there before you can know what's going.
I mean,
I'm in and I'm out.
There's people watching full episodes of your favorite.
What if you dropped your phone
sitcom.
on the shithouse floor, where somebody may have pissed or barfed or?
It doesn't bother some of these people.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I mean,
just pick it up.
This guy dropped it in the blue goo, man.
Good grief.
He's a blue goo survivor. I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Different word for it.
What do you mean?
It ain't proud. I don't know what it is, but that weirded me out.
Why did I weird you out?
You gotta
Oh,
do
you're
it. You
digging in pee and poopy water, just other folks.
Poopy.
Poopy? You gonna go poopy on the toilet for me?
Good grief.
I don't know.
Like the thought, and I know you said that, yeah, I reached straight in and I didn't touch nothing but water in that phone. You definitely brushed a turd.
Oh no, there was shit on the phone. Feces. But it was my son's feces.
You don't
'cause he
know
had
that.
No, I do, because he had just shit there.
Yeah. Okay. So he just shit there. Then you came in and then dropped the phone and it landed under his shit.
No, on top of it.
Yeah. You don't know that was his shit. That could have been anybody's shit.
I love how it weirds you out.
Shit?
Like just that situation.
He'd never be a plumber.
Never.
No. I don't even like changing the wax ring. Like I get a little like weirded out. Like, God dang, come on, Dave. Gotta have a few beers first.
What don't you do without having a few beers first? That's a better question.
Yeah, going to work's about it.
That's the only time.
Debatable.
That's the only
Work and church.
work. Hey, Pastor.
debatable.
I bet old Pastor Dan, because he listens to the show. I bet when he looks up on a Sunday morning and he sees Dave, and it's a balmy 65 degrees in that drafty old church, and Dave's sweating like he just got done running a marathon, he knows. I wonder if that would be an interesting question for him. When you're looking out at the congregation on a Sunday morning and you look out and you can tell who's struggling and who's not, do you just pick to take the homily? And I don't know how the Lutheran service goes, but in the Catholic faith, you know, after you do the readings and the gospel, there's a homily delivered by Father Bijou there at St. Mary's that he just decides, like he sees somebody and he's like, I'm going to make him suffer today. I'm going to make him sweat. You think you're his mark?
Yeah.
No, I sweat. I'm normally sweating when I walk in. It's normally pretty warm in there, and then might just be I'm nervous about.
Where do you sit pew wise?
Fourth one back, outer aisle.
Same seats every week.
Yeah.
Fourth one back, like fourth one from the front.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there then.
I mean, there's only like 14. I mean,
God.
What's capacity like? Percentage wise, every Sunday, 75%.
I mean, I'm not good enough to make I'm not a regular enough goer to make an every Sunday estimate, but I feel like we're normally probably 60 to 80. It goes in spurts.
Yeah.
Now come, like Easter and the big ones, we're packed in there, standing room only.
Standing?
Well, that's probably a stretch. Takes a long time to get to that.
Never seen anybody stand in a Lutheran church.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, we stand at least 4 or 5 times a day there.
Because they don't have a seat.
Oh.
Or it's a standing room only situation.
God.
Now,
I went down there Ash Wednesday.
Heard that.
Yeah.
who'd you hear that from?
Him.
Oh.
Yeah, I told him. I asked him why. I said, "You going to church?" Nope.
And then he said, "See a couple of your boys here."
Loser.
The older two went.
Yeah.
Me and Wild Bill was doing homework and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Doing hood rat shit.
I went on Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
Got my ashes. Really liked it.
Yeah.
Reminded me a lot of my old home church.
Good.
Because you're Stendal Lutheran Church guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They still have regular services over there?
Yep.
Surviving there in Stendal.
Yep.
Yeah, I picked up the 3:30 service over at St. Joe's in Jasper. That's a beautiful church over there.
Yeah,
That's a really beautiful.
Been over
operation.
there a few times. That's a nice one.
Yeah,
it is.
It is beautiful.
I don't understand why toilet paper is expensive, but it is. And I don't understand why during COVID everybody went batshit nuts thinking it was going to go away.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine have to wipe your ass with your hand?
I've done it.
Oh, God. I believe it.
But I don't understand why I feel judged.
That's a lot of judgment there for me.
I feel judged, prick.
I've never wiped my ass with my hand.
Well, have you ever walked around with a greasy ass?
No, you got to wipe that shit up.
Yeah, well, guess what? When you don't have nothing to wipe with.
There's always something.
Always something, he says. Always something.
If you're somewhere that there's not toilet paper, you probably got a shirt on.
Sir, what happened to your shirt?
Better than a greasy ass.
No shoes, no shirt, no service. Well, I just serviced myself with my shirt.
Yeah. Because your stock boy didn't
Or
bring
your
out.
socks.
Yikes.
Oh, that would be a tough spot. That would be a tough
Better than a
spot.
greasy ass.
Hey, you know what? It's not better.
What?
LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing,
Bringing
mowing
us
your
a little
lawn,
pause for the cause.
or pressure washing your deck
That's right.
or your house.
Nice
or your
deck.
sidewalk.
Lawn Enforcement Officer Logan Clark of LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing is readying for a busy season. Whether you need someone to take care of your lawn or need some pressure washing and cleaning of your outdoor spaces, Logan's ready. Logan provides a service. That service makes your life easier. He can save you time, hassle, and the struggle of keeping that lawn cut and those outside areas clean. Small yard, large yard, no problem. Deck or pool patio, no problem. Don't wait. Logan will book up fast. And you want to know why? Because the lawn officer is damn good.
All right, Brother Dave.
You guys bought tennis shoes lately?
Nope.
Nope.
Good grief. So I haven't bought tennis shoes personally, and I'd say 5 years.
Okay.
Mrs. Smoker normally takes care of me. She knows when they get looking great because I just wear them. And then
You think the shoe fairy just drops you off a new fresh pair of kicks when you need
No,
them?
my sweet, sweet bride does. But we were in town the other day, and she's like, "Oh, hey, you mentioned your shoes were getting awful grungy looking. Let's just go down to the place here." I don't know. It was on the square in Jasper. You know, it wasn't like Payless or anything. And I went to the shoe sale side. You know, the corner.
Siebert's?
No,
Not to be confused with our buddy Mark Seibert.
downtown.
Crutches.
No.
Oh, downtown running. Or,
Yeah, it sounds right. It was like walking downtown or running downtown or
yeah.
something. The last time I was there, it was an ice cream joint. And
You
now it
wished
ain't.
it still was.
Yeah, it'd have been sweet.
Yeah.
And I got looking. My wife's bought me a few pairs of these Hokas. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah.
But I
So
never
are
knew how much they
80-year-old women.
cost.
Yeah, you're probably about $200 a pair.
So the on sale ones,
Come out with a nice pair of sass.
$15.
Remember those
Hey,
sass?
you know what? You can give me shit about my Hokas. I mean, they're thick. They're thick, but they're squishy, and they've got a little. Kiss my ass. I like them. I got high arches. All right, I got high arches,
And bitch shits.
narrow feet.
High arches, narrow feet.
My
bitch
feet and
shits,
shins weren't
and weak
made
ankles.
to carry all this, so I need all the extra help I get. Them
Look.
Hokas are there.
Little top heavy.
But I ended up with a pair, got me a pair of Hokas, and then the boys in there and the wife, they all got these ons, OCs.
They're called on clouds, David.
Well, it looks like on when it's on the shoe.
On cloud.
Yeah, good branding by them, by the way.
But anyway, so I got a pair of those too, and you go in there and come out with 2 pairs of tennis kickers, and I mean, you could buy probably a quarter pallet of beer.
$1,000.
I mean, if you bought for all 3 boys, you and Jenna, yeah, 5 of you, $200 a pair on average, yeah.
That's just a quarter pallet for 2 pairs of shoes. What's a pallet of beer cost?
I don't know.
I was thinking it was only like $1,500.
Is that how you live your life? You just
Fair
what
amount of
is-
beer.
What does something cost in beers?
Yeah, because that's like the best place to spend money.
One 30-pack costs
$21 on a pallet.
37 cold.
But when you're buying them on a pallet, they're 21 a piece.
Bulk pricing, huh?
I just don't know how many's on the pallet.
Have you ever bought a pallet of beer?
No. But I know a guy. I got like 5 pairs of them Hokas in the house, and they're all real dingy looking.
Why don't you throw a few of them out there, hot dog?
That's what Jenna said. But then what am I going to wear if it's muddy out, or if I need to go mowing grass, or?
Yeah, so you keep a pair. You don't need
You
5.
sit your ass on a tractor to mow grass.
You know how many times I get off to pee now? I can't pee off of it because the zero turn, I could just stand up and piss off the front. You can't do that on the BX20 or the B2601.
Why?
I ain't got enough dick to get over the whole thing there.
I got 3 inches of Carhartt, 2 inches of dick.
Lots of getting in the wet grass.
You know, that's a tough spot for you. It really is. But, you know, when you live your life drinking a fair amount of beers to mow grass, there just ain't much you can do about it.
It's like an extra water-filled wheel there for weight.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you got a lot of hills up here on Smoker Hill.
Yep, we got to keep her level.
Well, I mean, I'm very fortunate that, you know, with coaching, you know, we'll get a pair every once in a while. But I think the last shoes I bought was like a pair of Hey Dudes, and I don't know how much those cost, but
Now, these Ariat boots I have weren't much more than these pair of tennis sneakers that I feel like don't last but a year, and these boots are 4 years old. I just couldn't believe it. I never, like I say, Mrs. Smoker always takes care of me. She just brings home shoes that are fit and are comfortable, and I'm happy about it. And I just about fell over because I was like, God dang, kid's got like 6 pairs of these some bitches.
Yeah,
Maybe
they're
they're
like
cheaper 'cause they're
$120 a pair.
That's insane.
hey, it's
Back
nice
when
of her
I
to
was a
support
kid,
local.
Back when I was a kid, we wore a lot of Voits.
Who?
The Voits. You know, the Velcro across the top.
Shut the
Oh,
cooler down.
that's a Walmart shoe.
Yeah.
Are you being serious right now, or is this a bit?
No, that was the kind of shoes I wore growing up.
Like
Kiss my ass.
Spalding? Did you wear a lot of Spaldings?
Well, those had laces. They were tougher to deal with.
So when did you first learn how to tie your shoes, Dave?
I don't know.
21, 22.
I went off to college and learned how to tie my shoes. Were they comfortable?
No.
No.
They cost $14 a pair.
Shit. 4 or 5 back then. They weren't much.
Did they only come in gray?
Black.
Black.
You just went gray all the time, though?
Yeah, but, well, I don't know. They had the light up ones, too. Those are a little bit pricier, but those come in sometimes, and they were lighter colors.
18 high school wearing light up shoes. Mom, I told you I'm a senior in high school. I don't want these light up
I
shoes.
didn't. We were big time shoe carnival folks, and we would go down there and shop the clearance aisle. So I would always, get some Nikes and some things like that. Yeah.
I got
Silver spoon.
I wasn't great with shoes because I got 1 foot half size bigger than the other one.
Oh,
True story.
really?
You
Papa
wear
Frank.
2 different size shoes?
No, but when I was a kid and growing, 1 foot was a half a size bigger than the other.
Which one?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Dad. But Papa Frank always shares a story about as a young lad shopping at the old Stride Rite in the mall.
Oh,
He took me in to get a pair, and I threw a fit, didn't like it. And then Mom and I went in, bought the exact shoes we were looking at. But I've never been a big
Stride Rite was a big thing when our kids were little too. Like that was the thing that, like they say, your first pair of shoes.
Oh, helps you walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, I think
ergonomically designed.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
pull there.
Right.
I don't know. I hate buying shoes because they're expensive and I'm hard on them. Anyways, probably being a hefty fella doesn't help.
Yeah.
But I think like when we got into school, like we'd have a pair of boots and a pair of runners, like not for running, but like gym class, other stuff.
Sure.
But I don't remember them being.
I do like boots.
We weren't big fancy shoe people. Like it just wasn't. Like
My brother was more of the shoe queen than I was.
like these kids that got to be all dripped up, from head to toe.
Sneakerheads.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I've watched my kids tear through dozens of pairs of shoes just being, keeping, like when I see new parents putting their kids in like these fancy Nikes and all this other stuff, I'm like, money, they just must have a money tree because they're going to tear the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're going to be pissed that you spent $40 for a pair of shoes they wore for 2 weeks.
Shoes don't last long being brake pads for a bicycle.
Idiots.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
It is tough. Hey, you know what's not tough?
What?
When our buddy Brado sends us 3 big things for the week.
Let's check it out.
And of course, that's brought to you by our friends at Merkley & Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts.
We've been saying it for a long time, but Merkley & Sons is the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. Why they haven't put it on a shirt yet, we have no idea. Spring training isn't just for baseball. Spring training is also for the grill masters of your house. You can't shine in the summer months if you don't start putting the work in the spring. Get your grill ready. Get your burger flipping arms strong. Work on catching cold cans of beer tossed your way with one hand. The gang at Merkley's is ready to provide you with all your grilling meats that you could need. Stop over, say hi, and be ready to be in meat heaven.
First one here from Brado. Feeling unmotivated. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unmotivated, you might end up spending the whole day in your pajamas. But experts say doing one small thing, such as putting on your sneakers, what is that word? Synchronicity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serendipitous.
Yeah, can kick you into high gear. All right, Dutchman. As we start to emerge from the winter blues, do the Dutchmen have any morning routine go-tos to get their day started and feeling motivated?
I like to start off with a healthy leak, followed by a shower, and then my meds.
Well, don't forget your little shake there, Papaw, so you can tolerate your meds.
Well, that's part of taking the meds. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to leave your insure habit out there or not. Big fella?
No, I just usually get up, take a shit, take my medicine, and then go to work. And then get about 30-ounce cup of coffee out of the coffee pot. And then find out what we're doing for the day and then just go. Like I don't really have anything. Like this morning, I was off, so I got up and then I just went after it.
You gotta get up to get down.
Yeah. I love the smell of coffee being brewed in the morning. That kind of gets me going. Nice hot shower. I'll listen to some tunes in the shower. Just kind of get the goes.
What's your go-to shower song?
I don't necessarily have one, whatever
Whatever.
Spotify or Pandora pulls up. But I think that smell of coffee in the morning, like the old Folgers cans,
Golly.
our Folgers jingle, that gets me going. The quest for better sleep. If daylight savings time has you groggy today, maybe you need to up your pre-sleep routine. Sleep maxing is the latest trend to get better rest, but some of the tips are questionable. I know the Dutchmen and their CPAPs don't need any help sleeping, but can you guys explain the concept of daylight savings and the whole switching time ordeal?
Well, my people once had a saying about only a white man would think you could take an inch off the front of a blanket and put it on the bottom and make the blanket longer.
What is sleep maxing?
It sounds like there's certain things you can do, pre-sleep routines that get you, like doing the mouth tape, no
you
electronics.
get good and pickled before you
hour.
go to bed, and your sleep is fuller than it is if you're not pickled.
I'll say one thing that we've done that is
A
improved.
grounding blanket.
Yep.
There was a photo caught of me grounding the other day. Fun day, Sunday evening.
Oh, really, Brother Dave?
I was just laying on the ground looking at the stars.
Getting a tough spot, huh?
No, I just threw my leg up over the missus. She was in her chair, and I was looking at the stars.
Well, then you weren't necessarily on the ground. If you threw was the missus on the ground too?
She was in a chair, a lawn chair.
Oh.
And I was very much on the ground, enjoying the luscious grass of the neighbor's yard.
Yeah. Careful, you're going to get chiggers.
Not this time of year.
You never know.
Never know.
Could be early chiggers.
No.
Could be. No, Brado, we can't explain daylight savings time because the experts don't either. Big Mesa's once famously called daylight savings time something we can't repeat on air. To which Curdy G had the look of there goes my 30-year career. But
now I heard there's a bill on the docket in Indiana to once again revert back to not partaking in the daylight savings time, just setting the time and staying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be okay. Because you get used to that
It
daylight
was
in the morning.
04 when we switched to this because we never did this before.
Right.
Yeah.
And down there in college, and it was weird. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, because used to you'd be on the same time as Louisville in the spring and summer, and then you'd be on the same time as Evansville in the spring and summer,
Right.
and then daylight savings time would hit, and then you'd be on the same time as Louisville,
And
but
that's-
an hour ahead of it.
And that's what always sucked because bedtime came sooner.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like watching antenna TV, wherever it came from, like the shows that you would normally watch at 8 o'clock, because like we had a 9 o'clock bedtime, summer break or not, like at 9 o'clock you're in bed till junior year or so. But you want to sit down and watch The Simpsons or something, and you can't because, well,
Yeah.
it's bedtime.
Well, which do you guys prefer, the spring forward or fall back?
Fall back.
I don't
Me
care which
too.
one it is as long as it doesn't change. I don't want it to change.
I love the
Makes
extra hour.
sense.
Losing the hour just, I don't know. Fall back kind of makes you feel, they both make you feel groggy and lethargic.
I do like it being bright till 9 this time of year. Not bright, but you know what I mean.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
No.
Well, by the time summer gets through, when we hit the peak.
And that's what I like. That's what I like is that one.
He looked outside right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It is not either. It's 12:10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx, pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
Uh,
Tombstone tops the list. The iconic Western thriller Tombstone
Western.
topped the list of best Western movies of all time, ranking above other popular cinema movies. Shane, True Grit, I can't read, and Unforgiven. Well, here you go, Smoke. I know it is a favorite of old Smoke Dragon, so Dutchman, break it down for us. The best scene or line / quote in Tombstone is, P.S. for my money, it is this. Hell, Doc, you ought to be in bed. What the hell you out here doing this for anyways? Doc's response, Wyatt Earp is my friend. Hell, I got lots of friends. And the scene cuts to Doc, and his response is epic. I don't. Smoke will understand. And he actually finished the quote before I got done reading it.
That has got to be one of the most quoted movies of all time.
I think you're off your rocker on that.
Huckleberry and I mean, there's tons of them. It's a great. That's why Wyatt's name is Wyatt, is because of Tombstone. I might watch that movie tonight.
Which Tombstone? Because isn't there a couple versions?
No. There's Tombstone, and then there's a movie called Wyatt Earp that was Kevin Costner. They're all about the same story, but Tombstone is the only movie called Tombstone.
Okay.
They're all about the OK Corral and Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and all that. There's 3 or 4 of those, but Tombstone
with Kurt
Russell and Val Kilmer. God grief. Sam Elliott's in there.
I love Sam Elliott. He's
a guy from Twister.
National treasure.
No
No
Tell
idea.
you what, I'm suffering from a hangover. God dang, that's a good line from that show.
That just sounded like you on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I've not yet begun to defile myself.
Yeah. No, I don't
Apparently,
have.
he's an educated man. Now
Brad-
I really hate him.
Yep. There. See, he's got it. Brado, I don't have anything
No,
for you
me
on
neither.
Tombstone.
I'm out.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
seen Tombstone?
No.
Like bits and pieces. Sorry, buddy. I hate to disappoint you. It's probably one of those
What was
movies.
that cowboy movie with Will Smith?
Wild West.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do like cowboy movies. We should shoot our old cowboy pistols this weekend. I've been really wanting to try to.
Just wear them to the old steak dinner.
Hell yeah.
Just
In my best.
unlimited beer, steak, and 6 shooters.
Oh,
Nothing screams a good time. Hey, Brado, thank you for the 3 big things. We appreciate it. Brado is an integral part of this program. He sends these emails every week. We don't respond to them. We're terrible people that way.
We
Dave,
don't
you can
respond,
take
but
it
we
down a little bit
read them,
further.
though. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, we do read them, Brado. We appreciate everything you do. But unfortunately, our Friday has come to an end. We hope if you've listened to this in the early morning hours, you have a great day. Or whenever you listen to us, we appreciate and hope you have a great day. But it's time for one more trip around the old big table here for some final thoughts. Brought to you by Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty.
Dreaming of the perfect home in DuBois Pike or the surrounding counties? Melissa Luker with the Hill team will help you find that dream home. What if you aren't looking to buy, but looking to sell? Good news. Melissa is ready for that too. Melissa specializes in understanding your needs and navigating the local market to make your home search seamless and successful. Kind of like a Sherpa guiding a climber up Mount Everest, Melissa will be your guide every step of the way. If you are ready to start your real estate journey, contact our friend Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Give her a call today, 812-454-4720.
All right, Smoke Dragon. What say you?
Enjoy the weekend. We're going to get into another cold snap, so I hope everybody got out and enjoyed the nice warm weather we had there. But real spring, this is fake spring, but real spring's right around the corner. The Easter lilies are blooming. So, enjoy it.
We could still get snow.
We will. A flurry or two.
Yeah. You got everything you deserve this winter, asshole.
I know. I'm just telling you.
Oh, I want a winter. Well,
Up to the Final Four, you'll expect to get at least a good freeze.
Big fella?
Strike while the iron's hot. Make time for yourself and keep your stick on the ice.
Hell yeah.
Big thank you to Velpen Trucking and Disposal, our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power, LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, of course, our buddies at Merkley & Sons, and Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Nothing major for me. Enjoying the springtime baseball season. We get...
Nothing major.
But just enjoy. We've had a good start to the middle school baseball season. Practice has been good. Kids are good. Got a good group this year. We're going to go out and compete. But always enjoy coaching and giving back to the community. But also just enjoy having a little bit more time in the evenings. Zoe had her first softball practice this week. So she's got that going on. Ryan will be back in the old T-ball scene here again soon. But, of course, it's just nice to be able to get outside, do a little porch sitting, because I got a great porch out there on the hill in 1025. But, spend a little time outdoors, get you a little vitamin D, get you a nice little sunburn, start working on the tan. But other than that, take care of yourself, take care of those and ones that you love. And as always, we'll see you all next week.
Dutchman out.